Mark Rogers TV's college football predictions, week 2. So if you've seen our videos from previous seasons, you know that we pick the game straight up against the money line. We pick them against the spread, and then we give you some confidence picks against the spread, which have been pushing 70%. Check out the videos from the previous 3 seasons. 70% against the spread confidence picks, including last week, Houston over Oklahoma plus the 11, although I did pick it straight up. Didn't have the best of weeks at 13-3 overall and 5-8 against the spread, but nailed the confidence pick. Okay, here we go. Louisville, Syracuse, games passed. Did pick that one right. It's noted on Twitter. All right, here we go. TCU and Arkansas. Can't wait to watch this game. I think it's going to be very entertaining. Horned Frogs win at home. Arkansas plus 7.5 points. That's the play. Michigan, Central Florida. I can't deny the 35.5 points, despite Michigan winning by 60 last week over Hawaii. Take Scott Frost on the road, Central Florida, and the 35.5. And if you've heard me in previous seasons as well, you know that I hate the huge point spreads. My percentage goes way down when it's over 20, 25 points. You don't know who's going to be in the game in the fourth quarter, how hard they're going to be trying, or what the coach is going to do in pulling back the reins or putting down the throttle. Pitt-Penn State, looking forward to this game. Last line I saw was 6 points. I can't believe it. Take Pitt to nudge home a win in Heinz Field, but Penn State plus the 6 points. Oklahoma, Louisiana Monroe, 46.5. You got to take that every time. 46.5. Again, don't like those plays, but that's one right there. Oklahoma State will cover the 20 points against Central Michigan. Wisconsin and Akron. Badgers come back down to earth. They do defeat Akron by about 20 points, but 23.5 will take the Zips there. Ohio State, Tulsa. No, we don't expect the Buckeyes to go out and score 77 points each week. And Tulsa does have a lively offense. Game could get a little bit ugly weather-wise in Columbus. Still, take Ohio State to cover 28.5 points. Clemson and Troy, the Tigers held up in the passing game and offensively, period, at Auburn. They'll want to work out some kinks, and I believe Clemson's going to put this one away with a big scoring effort. So Clemson minus 35 against Troy. Texas and UTEP, Longhorns come down from the big high against the Notre Dame. UTEP keeps it closer than the point spread, plus 30. Take UTEP plus the 30. Longhorns win. Florida defeats Kentucky. Take the Wildcats on the road plus the 16 points. I know that they looked horrible defensively in the second half against Southern Miss and blowing a 25-point lead. Kentucky, though, with comparable talent the last 2 years recruiting classes to Florida, take the 16 points on the road. Notre Dame, Nevada, Irish covered the 28 points. Washington, Idaho. This is a huge spread, but I love the Huskies this year. They cover 37.5, coming off a huge effort in disposing of Rutgers. Washington covers 37.5 against Idaho. Bama, Western Kentucky, take the Tide, cover the 28 points against Western Kentucky, although the Hilltoppers can certainly score. Oregon, Virginia, Ducks win it at home. Take Virginia. It's 24 points. Cavaliers take the 24. Miami, FAU. Canes are hobbling. A lot of injuries, suspensions. They're going to win the game. FAU plus the 25 points, though. Iowa, Iowa State. On the surface, this would seem to be an Iowa rout. This series is traditionally close. Iowa is the much better football program and has been for years and years and years, but it's a close series. A lot of close games. Iowa wins. We like Iowa State to bounce back from a loss to Northern Iowa to keep it closer than expected. Iowa does win. Take ISU plus the 15.5 points. Tennessee, statement game against Virginia Tech. I expect them to win by about 20 points, so the Vols cover the 11.5 points. Baylor, SMU. I hate these games again. The 32 points. Who knows what's going to happen in the fourth quarter? SMU is going to turn it over, though, and play shoddy defense. Take Baylor minus 32. North Carolina, Illinois. These two teams played at Chapel Hill last year. Tar Heels routed the Illini Illinois might be better this year. North Carolina is going to be just as good as they were last year. They're going to cover 7 points. I know it's on the road, but Carolina covers the 7 against Illinois. Utah-BYU, one of the better matchups of the weekend. Take Utah, superior talent at home to cover the 3 points against the Cougars. And finally, what should be an entertaining game in the desert with Arizona State hosting Pat Mahomes and Texas Tech. Like the Red Raiders in this game to get the job done, even on the road, plus the 2 points against Arizona State. So your confidence picks here: Arkansas plus the 7.5 against TCU, Penn State plus the 6 against Pitt. Love to hear your picks. Write them in. We'll compare. We'll go through the season together right here on Mark Rogers TV.